Let Artisan Kitchens and Baths make the possibilities come to life in your home. Visit us at 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
The kitchen was much smaller. It was a different design, and the kitchen actually ran in the other direction as it does now.
Their biggest goal was to do a kitchen that would really integrate with the rest of the house. We went over, the options and maybe what some of the costs would be to achieve the grander space for the kitchen.
When we chose Artisan, Greg and Julie just worked together so closely, so wonderfully.
I'll show her the concept plan. Julie fine-tuned it.
And they would come back with different ideas. It made it so easy.
It's all about being part of the team. Everybody can come out a winner in a good project. And certainly when we look behind us, we all feel that way today.
Our son Ryan is a manager at Units.
Our mission is to enhance and save lives through organ, eye tissue, and blood donation while maintaining respect for those who give the gift of life.
Our architect's wife, Kathy, is a liver donor.
My sister Molly needed a transplant, and I was the lucky donor. I was the fortunate one.
Once Kathy's at the pearly gates someday, she's always going to have that liver card to pull out, and I think she'll get a free pass.
There's over 119,000 people awaiting a life-saving transplant in the entire U.S. Over 800 here locally within the Western New York community.
And my sister did truly get the gift of life, and she would sit right next to me and say, thank you, thank you, thank you.
One of our goals today, whether they know it or not, is to actually have one of these chefs donate blood and give the gift of life in that way.
It's a positive thing when you really sit down and evaluate the type of meals that you eat and you prepare with fresh ingredients which will give you the nutrition that you're looking for to leave a healthy and happy life.
We did a field to fork movement today, being local and farm fresh products.
I made a North Atlantic salmon, pan fried and then finished in the oven with a citrus verde top.
Today I made a side dish to Art's fresh salmon dish. It was ancini di pepe, which is actually a pasta. We cooked it risotto style. Added some mushrooms, some peas, some shrimp, some cherry tomatoes, a little bit of white wine. Very nice.
We also made a ratatouille. Onions, eggplant, mushrooms, zucchini, yellow squash, little fresh garlic, olive oil, sauteed with some fresh herbs. It's a phenomenal tasting dish, and the beauty of it is you get to utilize all local, fresh, made organic product here right in Western New York.
The need for donation, it's ever growing. Even something as simple as, the food that you put into your body and what you're putting in can help reduce that number on the waiting list.
Okay, today we're cooking with Jean. We're cooking healthy. We're gonna cook quick. We're gonna cook fresh. First, I started with a fresh salmon. I coated it with amber agave and salt and pepper, and I pan fried it in a little extra virgin olive oil for just a few minutes, flipped it over, and finished it in the oven. While our fish is cooking, I'm gonna show you a real quick topping that we use. This is gonna be all organic, fresh, right from the farm stuff. Why don't you see how easy this is? This is a blast, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is I took the time to take some fresh lemon zest, and we're gonna dump that in our bowl, put all of it in there. Yep, and we had oranges, nice and coarsely, put all of them in there, the whole thing. A couple tablespoons of coarsely chopped capers. I like a little heat, so I'm gonna throw about a half a teaspoon or so of some pepper flakes in there. You do you? Fresh parsley, a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, lemon rind, some fresh herbs, and serve room temperature on top of the salmon. Well, Jean, this is the final product. Let me see what you think about it. I hope you like it.
Sure I will, I can't wait.
What do you think? Perfect? Mm-hmm. Good?
I'm with Greg and Kathy today, and we're continuing on with Art's field to fork movement. We're gonna be making something a little different to complement his dish. We're using an ancini di pepe, which is actually a pasta. We're gonna cook it risotto style. Really simple preparation. There was really not a lot of stuff to do to it. First, we started off with Greg cutting the mushrooms.
Well, I did feel like I was all thumbs in there with Marco. When you're around a pro, you know it.
Finish it off with slicing some onions, some shallots. We're gonna do this just like risotto. So we got our pan nice and hot. We got olive oil, throw it in the pan, and we're gonna add our ancini di pepe. You toast your pasta, then you add your vegetables to it. We used a frozen pea this time. The frozen pea holds together really nice, and you warm up your vegetable stock. Adding it slowly and keep stirring. This is a labor of love. This isn't a dish that you're gonna whip up in 5 to 10 minutes. It takes about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. But when the finished product comes out, you're gonna fall in love with that. Once it got to a point where it was almost finished, we added the cherry tomatoes, the shrimp, let those cook fully. Finished it with some butter and some cheese. It was excellent. It's got nice and creamy that is. The pasta's a little brown, a little toasted. Man, all the flavors are in there. Field to fork all the way. This is awesome.
Okay, Ryan, we're gonna keep with our quick, easy, fresh theme. We have all farm-to-table, fresh, organic vegetables right from the farmer's market. We picked it up this morning. So we're going to make a homemade ratatouille, which will complement our salmon dish that we made earlier, okay? We want to cut cubes of zucchini, yellow squash, mushrooms, eggplant. I like to leave the skins on. You can take them off if you wish. We got all of our vegetables ready to go to the saute pan. What do you say we go put it together and finish this dish, huh?
I was just thinking though, to bring my wife and son in, teach them a little bit more about healthy cooking, eating, and pass that down to him like my mom did to me.
That sounds great. That sounds like a great idea.
Great.
Right. He eats very healthy, and now he wants to bring in the next generation, which is his son.
To be able to pass that on to him, even at such a young age, it was really a great feeling to be able to do that.
All right, so now we're going to finish the dish. We got a very, very hot pan. Just saute that in a little olive oil. Added chopped fresh onion, fresh thyme, fresh basil, fresh parsley. We added a little salt and pepper. Added garlic. Pan fried it real quick. Makes a nice color combination. Very, very healthy too.
So Art, thanks for all you taught me and my family today about healthy cooking. So I have a little something to show you outside as a surprise and as a thank you.
So I got all excited. I thought maybe he was going to get me a new car. And when I went outside and I saw the Bloodmobile waiting for me, I was a little bit in shock, I got to admit.
I felt bad because Art, he's terrified of needles.
It may seem a bit intimidating, just like cooking a new food, but it's the bigger picture of the lives that Art Hansen saved through it.
I don't know why I hate needles, so it's really, really tricky to get me to give blood anywhere. But when you find out how much good it does, 1 pint of blood could save 3 lives. I guess it really wasn't all that bad. It really didn't hurt that much. Plus, I got to have some nuts and a little bit of juice box when I was done at the end, so it was a good day.
The meal was delicious. There's a great combination of flavors there, so really hit your palate from a lot of different directions.
The chefs passed the test of making everything so delicious and healthy.
It's all about eating great nutrition, and actually because I have led that kind of lifestyle, I was a perfect donor.
From the protein to the veggies to the carbs, but more than that, it was the hands that prepared it. Family, friends, really means a lot.
Come dine with me, Western New York.